Venom in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear it down, tear it down. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound.
Come on, stand down, man.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here we go. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Get the fuck out of here. How the fuck did he undercut the other? They gotta stop that shit.
Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
11 Thomas. 11 Thomas.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
I'm wondering.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow rolling to his right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Here's Trubisky. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
No!
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Now Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys just barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
That's, bro, what?
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away.
How the fuck did they stop the play right now?
Here's Austin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. To about the 48-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Flushed out right. Pickett slides down, and he picks up the 1st. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Pickett. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool, 26 yards. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. Who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Burrow on play action. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
first down. Here's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. That is taken in by Hurst. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw, Pickett. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run again with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Pickett on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Burrow. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickett. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
Sam Hubbard just continues to quietly produce for the Bengals. He plays the run, but he can also rush the passer, and had 7.5 sacks in 2021.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
11.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A little costly there. You wipe out the 1st down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
1-1.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
On 2.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
11 empty.
that is incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Mixing up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here we go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I'm one, ready?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
12, 12, 12. 11 Thomas.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
I'm one, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. Scoring has really been at a premium. At Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Ready up.
They run for it with Harris. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there. Now Burrow on 1st down. That's taken in by Higgins. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here we go. Whoa.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Going to run the toss here to Harris. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. Powers through him. And some space here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 92 yards rushing now, as he's done it on 22 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.